we're underwater at the Atlantis. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. So it's Lerone Richards. He's 180 centimeters tall and has a reach. Up first, it's Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards. Always comes looking to entertain the crowd. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Surrey, England, a British and Commonwealth super middleweight champion.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. The time has finally arrived. These 2 men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. He misses with that jab. Straight right just misses. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
He blocks that jab. And he scores with the counter. He missed with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Couldn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Richards in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a...
There's the bell for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Misses with the straight left. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A perfect counter lands. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just misses with that uppercut. Looking to land the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. That jab misses. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. That jab won't score. They exchange punches. Counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work. That's it.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you got...
Oh, my God, Johnny! Lerone Richards in trouble here. gone toe-to-toe. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He misses with that straight left. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter punch caught him clean. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back on the job. Great work. I love that. I love that. That chap's slick. I don't want you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
There's the bell for round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Do you believe what we are seeing? Tried to score with that hook, but missed. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Lerone Richards in trouble here. And Richards just got buzzed. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
talk about Richards in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Just the same again. Done.
It's a terrible round, though. Come on.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punching. That jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. Can't land that jab. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. Good one. How about that? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Lerone Richards in trouble here. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Nice counter shot. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Perfect counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He misses with that jab. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a dominant performance, and it shows up.